make a wish list, what would you write down? Would you write down all of your needs, or would you write down the things that you crave for? After all, life is just not fair at all times. There are times when you as a professional seem to have given all you have and nothing comes back. Well, there is a bigger picture. And sometimes we get a message that helps us by encouraging us and empowering us to let us know that we can make it. Our messenger comes in the form of a gentleman by the name of Mr. G. Favre. He is a native New Yorker from Haiti, by way of Haiti, Miami, Florida, and College Park. He is a graduate of North Clayton High School located in College Park and is the proud father of two sons, Lil G, 16, and Joshua, 7, and he currently resides in Fayetteville, Georgia. He is an entrepreneur in every sense of the word. He has been in business for himself for the past 16 years in all sorts of fields, from real estate investing to being a #1 realtor in his company. Owns his own mortgage company and has made a number of real estate investments. He's been a bounty hunter, bail bondsman, and operated one of the most popular Haitian clubs in Miami, Florida. He currently provides consultation to distressed homeowners in regard to mortgages and is enjoying the rewards of buying and selling cars and gold. He serves community as a mentor, local club, scout leader, and inspirational speaker. He desires to encourage and inspire young men and women to reach their dreams of academic excellence, financial prosperity, and total freedom. Please welcome Mr. G. Favre.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
She forgot to mention that I have my PhD, which is my public high school diploma. But just to add on to her bio, after I graduated from high school here in College Park, Georgia, I moved down to Miami, Florida. And after a little while, I met a nice young lady down there, and we had a son. He's sitting in the back. And she called me up one day, and she told me, she said, "G, we're out of milk. The WIC ran out for the month." Y'all know what WIC is? Okay, so I was on the WIC. And I had just got paid from my job, so I went to the local grocery store to go pick up a case of Similac. So when I got to the grocery store, I picked up the case of milk and took it to the cashier. The young lady looked at me and said, $52.48, please. I was like, wow. And back in those days, it literally took me 8 hours yesterday and 2 hours today just to make enough money to afford to pay for the milk. So that was a pinnacle point in my life to where I had to do something a little bit different and not be the average run-of-the-mill Joe who couldn't afford to buy milk for his child. So what I did, I started to better myself, recreate myself. I looked for books, and I picked up a book written by, guess who? Ben Carson, called Think Big. And I picked up this book and I started to read this book. I don't read a lot of books, but I do now. When I started to read this book, we had a lot in common, me and Dr. Ben Carson. He was born from a single parent. He was poor coming up. He had a bad temper. So did I. And he was an F student up to the 5th grade, a straight F student. Until his mother one day told him, she challenged him. She said, "Little Benny, you are to read at least 2 books per week and bring me home a book report." And she had a 3rd grade education herself. She would get his book reports and act like she was reading it and put little marks on it to grade it. What happened to little Benny was his self-esteem grew. His grades improved. He received a scholarship to Yale University and graduated. Dr. Ben Carson is a world-renowned doctor. Now, today, I'm bringing some news. Like I said, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is this, that Black American men are in a crisis. We're in a crisis right now. There are more black men in the prison system than there are in the colleges. And why is that? In the black cities right now, the murder rate, the homicide rate for blacks are astronomical. And why is that? Is it me? Is it you? Is it the school? Who do we blame? I look at media, and if you go to any magazine or newspaper, you'll get the front page and it'll say this rapper, or this singer, or this ball player. So these young guys, they look up to these rappers and these singers and these ball players and try to imitate that, which is fine, which is okay. But what about the educated people? What about the educators? What about the black inventors? You ride down the street and you see a stoplight. Anybody know who created that? Who invented that? Garrett Morgan, a black man. You look at your feet. Everybody got on shoes. Jan Nissenberg, hope I'm saying this name right, he invented the shoe lasting machine, which revolutionized the shoe industry throughout the world. And what about Mr. Fred Jones? Fred Jones invented the refrigeration system. So now you see a tractor trailer rolling down the street, and it's a refrigerated tractor trailer. A black man did that, and they used that same system in planes and also in trains. Now how about the first female period millionaire in the world? A black woman. What's her name? That's right. A black woman. So now, that's the